Hey guys, hope everybody's doing good. Figured I'd hop on here for a minute and do a quick little video. Looks like she got his nose. Something did. You get a rat, buddy? Anyways, this is Gus and Honey. But the reason I wanted to make a quick video is I was talking to a friend of mine today, and we got to talking about breeding, right? And I'm a big believer in the glass is always half full, right? Being positive. I think being positive in life is important in everything you do, all aspects. But we were talking about breeding, and something came up, and I told him, I said, the best advice I could probably give somebody that's starting breeding or been breeding or whatever is when you do a breeding, look at it as in the glass is half empty. And that's a little bit different thinking, but I think too many times people they take two poor examples of a dog, or maybe they just, for whatever reason, they're so optimistic, they just expect excuse my language, but they expect chicken salad from chicken shit, so in that regard, they think they're going to just fix everything with one breeding. And I think it's important to look at each breeding as it's half empty, meaning look for the worst that could happen. Look at what's the bad things that could come up. That's kind of what I do. I look at obviously what I'm trying to improve on, but the biggest thing is I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to breed backwards. I don't want to add anything negative into my line. So I try to look at it as the glass is half empty. What's the worst that can come from this breeding? And then after I determine the worst case scenario, then I look at what can be the good things from it. Because if the negative isn't that bad, then maybe that's another reason to select a certain breeding. You can look at two dogs and maybe they both have the same positive could come from it. You can look at that from any breeding, but the truth of the matter is when you write down all the good things that can happen, try to write down what bad things might happen, and that could be bad top line, that could be just whatever it is that you're looking at, bad ears, bad tail, as far as hunting and stuff like that. If you got a dog that's just like doesn't go for the ear or something on a hog, maybe that's a bad trait for you, right? So if one of the parents is showing that, or maybe the grandparents weren't ear dogs, then that could pop up. That's something to consider. Versus another dog that the lineage of all grabbing the ear and taking a hog down with no problem, then that might not be a negative for that breeding. I know that's kind of a weird analogy. I wish I could have thought of something better, but just off the top of my head, try to look at it, like I said, the glass is half empty, and see what your negatives are, write them all down, and whichever pairing has the least negatives, then maybe that's one to consider. Again, I come from a body, I did body work and paint work and stuff, so I got real good at looking at flaws in a vehicle. Anytime I looked at a vehicle, I tried to pick out the flaws. That was my job. And unfortunately with breeding, that's kind of the way a good breeder needs to look at it. You need to look at it as what's the negatives, what worst thing can happen, and then kind of pick the lesser of the evils, maybe. Anyways, I hope this helps somebody. That's my thoughts for today, and I hope y'all are doing good and everything. Like and subscribe, and I'll try to do him with something. Got his nose today. I don't know what it was. He's probably got a rat or something. Anyways, like and subscribe, and like they said in Boondock Saints, catch you on the flip side. All right, guys, later. Bye.
I'll catch you on the flip side.